Good morning, my dear small students. So, this is Payal here, your story narrator, and today I am back with the second part of Lordship stories. So, I am sure you were all listening very attentively to the first part. Are you all excited for the second part? So, fasten your seatbelts and pay attention to what your narrator is narrating. Okay, you all excited? So it's the month of Savan. So we all should preach Lord Shiv, right? So I hope you all have recalled whatever I trained in the last class, right? What all stories I explained in the last class, correct? Yes, my kiddos. So let's move to the second part of the Lord Shiva and his stories. Okay. So the fifth part, as we are going to start, is with Lord Shiv and Bhasmasura. Okay. In the Himalayas, there was a Rakshasa and Bhasmasura, whose name, the Rakshas name was Bhasmasura, who spent years meditating to please Lord Shiv. Appeased by his devotion, Lord Shiv appears before him and asks him to make a wish. The clever Bhasmasura asks, Lord, grant me the boon that whatever I touch with my right hand will turn into ashes immediately. Lord Shiv grants the boon, not realizing the evil intentions of the Rakshasa. Oh my God. So then what happens? So Bhasmasura intends to test the boon to the Lord himself, to turn Lord Shiv into ash and gain the supreme power. As even as he changes Lord Shiv, Lord Vishnu witnesses this and decides to save Lord Shiv from the Rakshasa. So Lord Vishnu turns into a beautiful woman named Mahini and appears before Bhasmasura. Her mesmerized beauty makes him fall for her and propose her. Mohini tells that she would marry him if she can dance like her and defeat her. Oh my God! Then Bhasmasura agrees and follows every step of Mohini with Allah. As his confidence keeps increasing, Mohini does a step by putting her right hand on her head. The overconfident Rakshasa forgets about his boon and puts his right hand on his head. Immediately he turns into ash. Now, my dear students, let me take you to the sixth story of Lord Shiva and the Hala Hala poison. Okay, I can see the beautiful smile on everybody's face. Do you know how our Lord Shiva got the name Nilkan? And there is a fascinating story behind it. Sage Durvasa once curses all the gods, leaving them powerless and depriving them of all the fortunes. The gods seek help from Lord Vishnu, who suggests them to churn the ocean to retrieve nectar that can help them become immortal and bring back the lost fortunes. The gods partners with the demons to combine their strength for churning the ocean. Vasuki, the serpent, is made the churning rope and the Mount Mandara as the churning rod. During the churning process, many things come out of the ocean, including the halahal poison, which had the capability to wipe out the entire creation and the universe. Terrified with the spread of the poison, all the gods approach Lord Vishnu again. He directs them to Lord Shiv as he is the only one who can protect them. Lord Shiv offers to drink the poison but squeezes his throat tight to prevent the poison from entering the body. The poison turns Lord Shiv's throat blue and hence he is called Neelkant. Very Neel means blue and Kant means throw. So this is the fascinating story, right? Now let's go to the seventh part of the story, which is the story of Sudarshana Chakra. One day, all gods approach Lord Vishnu, pleading with him to save them from the attack of the Rakshasa. Lord Vishnu says that he does not have enough power to fight the demons and would have to seek Lord Shiv's help. But he reaches Kailash. He finds Lord Shiv in a deep trance, unwilling to disturb him. Lord Vishnu decides to pray for Lord Shiv until he comes out of his trance. Lord Vishnu would chant the name of Lord Shiv 1,000 times every day by offering one lotus flower each against the chant. This goes on for many years before Lordship comes out of the trance one day. Not knowing that Lordship has come out of his trance, Lord Vishnu continues his chanting for the day. Lord Shiva decides to play a trick on Lord Vishnu and secretly removes one lotus from the bunch that Lord Vishnu had arranged. After Lord Vishnu chants for 999 times, he realizes that one flower is missing from his collection. He immediately plucks his eyes and offers it at the feet of Lord Shiva. Impressed by Lord Vishnu's devotion, Lord Shiva tells him to ask for a boon. Lord Vishnu asks him to give the power to defeat the demons to save all the gods. Lord Shiva gives him a round disc called the Sudarshana Chakra, which has the power to kill anything. Now let's go to the eighth part of the story, which is Ravan shakes Mount Kailash. Ravan is a great devotee of Lord Shiva, but one day he tries to pull down the abode of Lord Shiva, the Mount Kailash. Though he fails in his attempt, this act angers Shiva, our Lord Shiva, and he traps Ravan below the Mount Kailash. Then Ravana starts singing songs in praise of Lord Shiva. He cuts one of his heads to make veena, an Indian musical instrument, and uses the tendons as strings to play music. This goes on for several years before Lord Shiva is impressed. He forgives Ravana and sets him free. Now, the most important part, the ninth part of the story, which is Lord Shiva's third eyes. Lord Shiva is also called Trilochan as he has three eyes. There is an interesting story behind the third eye of Lord Shiva. One day, when Lord Shiva was meditating, his consort Parvati thought of playing a game with him. She came from behind and closed his hands with both her hands. It is believed that the right eye of Lord Shiva represents the sun and the left eye represents the moon. Closing his eyes led to chaos everywhere as the universe sunk into darkness. Immediately, Lord Shiva created the third eye on his forehead with his divine powers to emit fire. Also, the heat from the fire caused Parvati's hands to perspire. The sweat combined the powers of both Lord Shiva and our goddess Parvati, transformed into their child named Anhak. Okay, so with this, we have completed all the beautiful, amazing, astonishing stories of our Lord Shiva. So, my dear students, I really hope that you were listening very precisely to the stories of our Lord Shiva. So, students, there is a moral behind each and every part of Lord Shiva's stories. Always be truthful, hardworking, and humble. And definitely, if you work hard, you are going to get results. Okay. So, this is your story narrator file here signing off. Till then, thank you so much. Bye bye.